All right, I'm gonna share with you something a little surprising, maybe even a little shocking. Living in Southern California is expensive. All right, maybe that's not super shocking or super surprising, but I wanna break down for you the cost of living in Southern California, specifically the cost of living in Winchester, California. That's what today's video is all about. We're gonna break down for you utility costs, home prices, rental prices, what you're gonna expect to spend grocery shopping here in the area. We're gonna cover everything that it's going to cost when it comes to living here in Winchester, California. I hope you find today's info helpful and valuable. Let's get to it. Hey guys, I'm Andrew Lewis, your local Temecula Valley realtor, and this channel is dedicated to all things living in the Temecula Valley, from new construction tours to neighborhood spotlights to new things coming here to the valley. I want you and your family to know exactly what it's like living here before you make the move. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get to it. All right, like I said, it's expensive living here in Southern California, and we're gonna break it all down for you as far as living specifically in Winchester, California. And we'll break down all of those costs for you so you know exactly what to expect before you make the move. So let's start off by talking about utility costs. This is something you're going to need to factor in when it comes to living here in the area. Now, a lot of our clients that reach out to us about buying homes on this channel come to us and they're kind of shocked to hear that you don't get to pick your utility companies. So I guess other parts of the country, you get to choose who your electric company is, you get to choose who the gas company is, and so on. But that's just not the case. The only one you're going to get to choose here in the area is your cable and TV provider. Outside of that, you're stuck with what's been assigned to you, whether fair or not. So let's get to those numbers. So first off, let's start with electricity. This is going to be your big one here in Southern California, because guess what? It gets hot in the summer. You're gonna be cranking that AC and it is going to cost you a lot of money. So when it comes to your average electric bill here in the area, number one, you're gonna be using Southern California Edison for your electric company, and the average electric bill here in Winchester, California is $300 to $350 per month. Keep in mind I said average. That means winter months will be lower and summer months will be higher. In your summer months, the peak summer months, the hottest of hot of summer, you're typically gonna be looking at about $450 to $500 per month on that electric bill. Now, if you've got a pool and an electric car that you're charging and all that on top of it, it could be even more, and so that bill can get even higher than that. So definitely make sure that you budget for that electric bill. It's going to be a big chunk of your monthly expenses. Now, something that is very popular here in Southern California, specifically in Winchester, are solar panels. When you hear those numbers, gosh, that's crazy for electric, depending on where you're coming from in the country. You can solve that problem a little bit, or at least supplement with solar panels, and that can help bring that bill down for you. You can typically cut your bill in half by adding some solar panels to the property. There's all sorts of options as far as leases and purchase and power purchase agreement. Feel free to check out the video on our channel about the types of solar that will help kind of walk you through that and tell you what some of those costs may be. Now let's move on to your water company. So water is a little pricey here as well compared to some areas of the country. In that, for your water bill, you're going to have Eastern Municipal Water District, and you can expect your average monthly bill to be from $120 to $200 per month, depending on your lot size. So a lot of what goes into your water bill is going to be watering your lawn. And obviously, you know, if you have a large family, you're gonna be taking showers and washing dishes and doing laundry and all that kind of stuff that eats up water, but a lot of it's going to go towards watering a lawn. So if you've got a larger lot size, it's gonna be on the higher end of that watering bill. If you've got a smaller lot, it'll be a little bit less, or you can go for some drought tolerant landscape in the front and the back and save yourself some money on that. But expect to pay about $120 to $200 per month for your water bill. For your natural gas bill, if you're moving here to the area, you should budget about $30 to $50 per month. Now for that, you'll have Southern California Gas Company. So for that, you'll have SoCal Gas as your company. They're going to manage that for you. And really what you're paying for your gas bill is going to be to fuel your stove, usually your dryer and your heater inside of your home. Those are gonna be the three things that mainly do that. Or if you're using a gas fireplace, or barbecue or something like that. So some of that is going to roll into that gas bill. So it's gonna be a little bit higher in the winter months, but much lower for you in those summer months. Now, if you're buying new construction, they're actually doing away with actually even bringing gas utilities into new construction. So if you're buying a brand new home here in the area, like 2025 or newer, then you're probably not even going to have a gas bill, but you can expect the electric bill to be even a little bit higher. We will quickly touch on your trash bill here for the area. So for Winchester, your trash bill, about $25 per month. That's waste management. You're actually usually paying about $75 per quarter, but if you're breaking it up into monthly expenses, 25 bucks a month. And lastly, for those utilities, we're gonna talk about your internet cable bill. So basically for that, you've got 3 different options. This is the one you get to choose. You've got Frontier, you've got Spectrum, and then T-Mobile is popping into our area here with some options as well. So you can expect, again, depending on the speed that you're purchasing, whether you're a new customer or not, but about $70 to $90 per month for your internet. Now, if you're gonna add TV services and phone lines and all that stuff on top of that, those companies can handle that for you as well, but that's going to be an additional expense. And we don't include that here on the channel because it totally depends on whether you're using streaming services and what channels and all that kind of stuff that you want. So we stick just to the internet for you. Now let's talk about some grocery bills. So these have been going up over the years, and so it's something that you should definitely factor into the monthly budget when it comes to moving here. And it will be a little bit more expensive depending on where you're coming from in different parts of the country. So we want to definitely tune into this. So your monthly grocery bill here in the area, you can expect to be from $250 to $350 per month. Now, when we're calculating these numbers, we're running it for a family of 4. So if you are smaller than that, go on the small side. If you're larger than that, go on the higher side of that. So $250 to $350 per week. And then for your monthly expense, you're actually going to be spending anywhere from about $1,000 to $1,400. Obviously you can do the math there on that side of it, but I wanted to break it down to $1,000 to $1,400 for you as far as what you may be spending on a monthly basis for your groceries. Now for grocery stores, we've got Aldi, Sprouts, you've got Stater Brothers, you've got Albertsons, you've got Vons, you've got a lot of different options. There's even Winco if you travel down into Temecula. And so you've got some options. You've got a Costco as well. So, you know, depending on what you're looking for as far as shopping, you've got all those options. So if you're gonna be, you know, bougie and you wanna do Sprouts and Trader Joe's and all the high-end stuff, definitely gonna be more than what we just quoted. We're talking about the average family of 4 here, or if you're looking for budget and you wanna go to Walmart and choose their grocery section, and you know, Winco is another great option for some budget-friendly shopping, then you might be able to save some additional money there as well. All right, let's talk about the dreaded Southern California gasoline prices. That's right, when it comes to pumping gas into your car, that's one of the things that Southern California gets bashed on all the time, and I get it. It's totally frustrating. We can drive, you know, 2 hours and cross the Arizona border and all of a sudden have gas prices significantly cheaper, but it is what it is, and you're not gonna drive that far to get gas. So let's plan for it. Your average gas bill right now for your gasoline is going to be $4.30 to $4.60 per gallon. Again, you may be coming from somewhere else in the country and going, that's absolutely crazy. I agree with you, but it is what it is. We pump it and we suck it up and then we drive off to work. So $4.30 to $4.60 per gallon. So now let's get to the part that maybe you've been waiting for here. Let's talk about home prices. When it comes to buying a house here in Winchester, California, what does that average home cost? The average cost for a home in Winchester, California right now is $610,000. Now that's gonna be your average size home, call it 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2,000 to 2,500 square feet. If you're going significantly larger, expect it to be much more. You know, you might be able to get your starter homes for less than that, but $610,000 being your average home purchase price here in the area. Now, Winchester does offer some diversity as far as homes that are offered. You've got condos, you've got some townhomes, you've got some single family homes. So there's options there. And then on top of that, you also have the option to rent here in the area. And so you can get a studio apartment here in the area for about $1,500 to $1,600 per month. A popular thing that's kind of new here in the area is called a next gen unit, or a casita, you may have heard. So next gen unit would be an attached additional unit to the home. It's kind of like its own 1 bedroom, 1 bath apartment attached to a house, and someone may rent that out to you for about $1,500 a month. You're gonna have a small kitchenette, bedroom, bathroom, laundry, all that stuff right there attached to someone else's home. You may also have a casita, which is detached typically, and so you may have that as a secondary option for some rental prices as well. Now, if you're looking to rent a full-size single-family home, the average right now is anywhere between $2,800 to $3,200 per month. Again, if you're looking for much smaller, you'll be less than that. If you're looking for something, significantly bigger, 5 bedrooms with a loft and a pool and all that, then it could be even more than that. But that gives you an idea as far as your average rental price. Another thing we have to talk about here is property taxes. This is something you definitely want to account for, and a reason why you absolutely need to reach out to my team before you make a purchase here in the area. Property taxes can vary greatly. Neighborhood by neighborhood, it would absolutely shock you how much of a difference you may find from neighborhood to neighborhood. So property taxes here in the area can range anywhere from 1.1% to 2.3 to 2.4%. So that may not mean like a whole lot to you when I'm talking about a 1.5% difference, but basically the way you would calculate things is you would take your home price, let's call it $600,000, around our average home price. 1.1% be about $6,000 a year in property taxes. But if we're talking up to 2.3, 2.4%, then you're more than double that, right? Then you're talking $12,000 a year in taxes. So it could be about a $500 per month difference in your property taxes just crossing a street into a different neighborhood. So your average property tax bill, $6,000 to $12,000, depending on which neighborhood that you move into. And so it's super important that you work with a local professional that can help you navigate that so that you don't have a surprise when you get your first mortgage statement, which asks for a monthly payment towards those property taxes, and all of a sudden it's significantly higher than you thought. It does happen, so make sure that you reach out to us so we can help you navigate that. So be careful with those property taxes. They can vary greatly. If you're budget conscious, you definitely want to go for a lower property tax side of things. Or maybe you're not budget conscious, but guess what? Property taxes are forever. Even if you pay off that home, that property tax bill sticks with you forever. So if you can save money on the property tax side of things, it's going to save you monthly expenses in the long run. And lastly, now we're going to talk about homeowners insurance. This has been a hot button issue here in the area. Recently, fires happen in Southern California, and a lot of them happened here recently, and that's caused home insurance prices to go up pretty significantly. So it's something that you want to be careful with. And again, you want to work with an experienced real estate professional that can help you navigate different areas, because again, neighborhood to neighborhood, house to house, your homeowners insurance can go up pretty significantly. So you want to help make sure that someone from our team can help you navigate that as well. Your average homeowners insurance here in the area is between $1,400 to $1,600 per year. Now, that is if you're not in a high fire zone. If you are in a high fire zone, which again, neighborhood by neighborhood, house by house, could determine that. If you're in a high fire zone, you could be talking $3,000 to $4,000 per month. So it does vary greatly, and you want to make sure you've got someone who can run those numbers for you and tell you exactly where you are on that spectrum before you make a home purchase. So factor that in when it comes to budgeting for your monthly expenses. So that's it for the breakdown on the cost of living in Winchester. Winchester is a really great option for those that are looking for affordable living here in the Temecula Valley. Temecula is expensive, Murrieta has gotten more expensive, and it's pushing people into Winchester as Winchester continues to develop. It's a really great opportunity to get some bang for your buck, buy a house in the average $610,000 price point, and watch it appreciate over time, especially as the place continues to grow and be built up and more homes come to the area. So it's a really great area for some investment for you. I hope you found today's content super helpful. If you did, if you've got any questions about moving to Winchester, moving to the Temecula Valley, about a home purchase, whatever it may be, feel free to reach out to my team. That's what we're here for. You've got several different ways that you can reach out to us. You can shoot us a call, you can send us a text message, you can send an email, or you can even schedule a one-on-one Zoom consultation with a member of my team. Click on the description below. There's a link there that will take you directly to our calendar to schedule some of that time. We'll book a one-on-one Zoom call with you, answer any questions that you have about moving to the area, help you decide if this is the right place for you. And again, we really want to work with you so we can help you navigate some of those higher property taxes and insurance things and make sure that you're getting a home that you like for the cost that you like and you don't have any surprises later on. So reach out to us. We would love to help you with that. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We'll see you next time.